King's Muay Thai Academy. Little mistake there from our announcer. We have referee Etun. 4 3-minute rounds. Here we have for the male amateur boxing. Lee Jianming versus Christopher Xiao in this first male boxing amateur fight. A lot of sloppy combinations exchanged from both fighters here. Going for a turtle guard as the red corner. Lee Jianming. I mean, like Mike Tyson, you're throwing the hooks. And now strong left uppercut here from the blue corner. And now raining down the punches for red corner as Lee Jianming just doesn't want to give in. He wants to stay strong, keep his guard up, keep his defenses up as he keeps on going forward. Strong 3-2 combination here from the blue corner. Good left hand here from blue corner. The reset in the center of the cage. Christopher Xiao very composed. Throws the uppercut but just misses. It's a right hand there from red corner. It's Lee Jianming. Christopher Xiao loves those right uppercuts. See, the blue corner keeps on throwing those uppercuts because he knows that the red corner is having his head really looking downwards. So it's really opened up these uppercuts for him. And he slips left and right, and he throws that uppercut, and he switches his stance from orthodox to southpaw. But he gets tagged here for a left hand, and he gets a first knockdown. Is that knockdown or did he slip? Referee says that he slipped, and they reset to the center of the cage. Good right hand there by red corner. And again with those uppercuts. Another slip. And he gets reset back to the center of the cage. Lee Jianming needs to be careful as he looks down. If he continues to look down as he throws his punches, he's going to get caught with a solid uppercut. Too much uppercuts is just going to end up with a KO. Blue corner, Christopher Xiao is being a lot more composed about this fight. He's taking his time, cutting his angles, trying to find that opening. Left hook just whiffed to the back of the head. They need to be careful. No shots to the back of the head is allowed in the rule set. Christopher Xiao smiling, laughing as he continues the fight, enjoying the fight life. That's what he's doing. He's just enjoying his time over there in the cage. Again with those uppercuts, it's just devastating. The red corner is just swinging left to right. He has to be careful. His chin is wide open every time he does that. Christopher Xiao just very patient. That was a strong left hand. There's a good left hook there by Christopher Xiao. 10 seconds left. And that's the end. Amazing first round here from both fighters, from red corner and the blue corner. Lee Jianming from the red corner, representing Affinity MMA, just doesn't seem to let up. He just keeps going in, getting stronger as he comes in with his combinations, but he has to be careful. Like I said, red corner, Lee Jianming, he needs to be careful as he comes in for these exchanges. Because every time he goes in, he keeps looking down. And every time when he looks down, Christopher Xiao in the blue corner understands that he just needs to keep on throwing these uppercuts. One of them is going to hit flush. Either he breaks his nose, clips him in the jaw, he will score a KO.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is round number 2. Lee Jianming in the red corner, Christopher in the blue corner. Round 2.
Here we we go on, referee Tun sets up the pace for this round number 2. We have Lee Jianming in the red gloves and Christopher Seah in the blue gloves. And again, the pace sets up. Lee Jianming being aggressive and Christopher Seah throwing those counter punches. It's almost as if Lee Jianming is already a little bit dazed, but he's just swinging it. But so far, he's been showing a lot of strength. He's been showing a lot of heart. He's not laying down. A little bit of a stiff right hook there by Christopher Seah. More aggression here we see from the blue corner. And again, with those bobbing and weaving. He's trying to bob and weave here from red corner as Lee Jianming. But he keeps getting clipped. He needs to move a little bit more. He needs to take his time. He has to pick his punches. If he goes in for a brawl, he might be countered really hard. And Christopher Seah really accurate with his punches. Christopher in the blue gloves. But with such a high pace of a first round, both fighters are entering into a fatigue state. Oh, it's a strong left hook there by Christopher. Just weaved on from the right hand. Christopher just dodging away from these punches. I mean, Christopher from the blue corner, he's being really smart. He knows that Lee Jianming is going to swing, so all he has to do is to hit and not get hit. He got tagged there a little bit in the body, but that's not going to do much. Lee Jianming is just dispersing all of his energy. It's a good left hand there by Christopher Seah, followed up with a nice uppercut. Lee Jianming is just coming in, balls deep. It's good combinations, good pressure, but he's releasing all his energy. How much energy will he have left at the end of this round? We don't know, but there's 3 more rounds, including this one. If Lee Jianming in the red corner doesn't be careful, he's going to get put to sleep. The red corners, well, the coaches from the red corner is signaling him to go for the body shots. I don't know if that will make much of a difference because Christopher is playing a very good defensive game. He's playing on the back foot, but he's being really smart with his punches. He's picking his shots. There's 10 seconds left in this second round. The red corners are just telling him to push it, but he paid the price. There was a moment where where Lee Jianming ate that right hand that put him against the cage. That's a significant moment for me, because if I was Christopher Seah, I would think that is the big opening sign that, that's the end. That's the end of his opponent. That's the end for Lee Jianming. So we'll see how the third round goes in. Christopher Seah looking really calm and composed, but maybe a little bit fatigued. There's less energy because in the early of the first round, he threw those uppercuts like it was nobody's business. He threw those uppercuts like it was just raining down uppercuts. But like I said, it was such a high-paced first round. They might be really tired. Let's not forget, this fight would not happen if we not have our sponsors here tonight by Potosan Corner, Tia Thai Milk Tea, Mexico Fiesta, Nachos and Salsa all day, and New Star Sports for any of your injuries if you request any physiotherapy. We continue with round number 3 as referee Eton starts this fight. Again, Lee Jianming with the turtle guard. A strong left hand there by Christopher Seah. Oh, but Lee Jianming having a little bit more cleaner shots coming into this third round. Maybe Christopher Seah is a little bit, too relaxed. Maybe he took his foot off the gas pedal a little bit. Again, sloppy combinations from both fighters. I mean, despite Christopher being the more accurate fighter here, but he is tired. We cannot forget that the fact that they released so much energy in the first round. If I was Christopher right now, I would just wait for an opening to really throw one good punch like that. He just did it right there. Those left hands are really strong, and he smells it. He sniffs it. He can hear it coming in as well as those crowds be screaming. They reset. Christopher in the blue gloves. He's taking his time. Oh, but he got clipped there by Li Jianming. A good left hand. Uppercuts thrown by Li Jianming in the red gloves. Good attempt. That was a solid left hand there by Christopher Xiao. A nice right hook by Christopher Xiao. Sloppy combinations. But Li Jianming keeping his guard real tight. Tighter this round because he's throwing less swings. He's not blowing everything away. Good 2 uppercut combination coming out of Christopher. There's still another round. That's the thing. These fighters are already showing a lot of fatigueness in this third round. We don't know how it will become. Maybe Li Jianming throws one good punch and he sleeps Christopher. We don't know. Both fighters is really tired at this moment. Christopher is just taking deep breaths. Li Jianming just continuing the pressure. The punches are thrown, but whether the judges see them as significant punches, we have no idea. We have to wait till the end of the round. But we can tell that there's more significant punches here thrown by Christopher Xiao. And we have 10 seconds left. See both fighters just facing away. They're just tired. Regardless of the fatigueness, the fighters really show great combination and is still explosive for what they can do.
6, 7, and 9. Please start warming up right now.
We are in the third. We just ended this third round, and you just can't tell. Both fighters have just fought their heart out. They're really tired. At this point, going into the final round, we can tell that blue corner Christopher Xiao is probably in the lead with more significant shots. But one punch can change the momentum. One punch can change the story of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your fourth and final round.
And once again, we have to thank our sponsors for having this fight of Malaysian Fighting Championship. Without Protestant Corner, without TRY Thai Mike Milk Tea, we would not be having this fight tonight. And this is the final round. Let's see how each corners have talked to their fighters. Let's see what is going to change the pace. Li Jianming again keeping strong, keeping that pressure up, but he needs to be careful. He needs to be very careful. But maybe he can tell that Christopher Xiao is taking a lot of deep breaths. When you're tired at this stage, one punch can just change everything. You could be losing, and you throw one good solid punch to the chin, and you might end up being the winner. But as far as the story has been telling us, Christopher Xiao has been showing a lot more significant shots. Some good combinations raining down here from both fighters. Referee needs to look at that. That could have been an elbow there, but Christopher did try to push him off. Currency. Lee Jianming telling the referee that there's been a shot at the back of the head. That is illegal to have that, but referee Etun from representing WBC Malaysia signals to the fighters to continue the fight. Some solid combination coming out of the red corner here. Great body shots coming out of Christopher Xiao in the blue gloves. Much slower pace here in the final round, but a lot of more good shots coming out in this last and final round. Both fighters face each other as we're coming towards the end of this round. Oh, it's a strong right hook there by Christopher Xiao. Look, Lee Jianming just seems to eat that like it was nothing. Referee breaks them up and resets to the center of the cage. The way Christopher just turns around and walks behind shows that he's really tired. But here comes it, and here comes the 10 seconds left. Both fighters laying it out. And that would be the end of the fourth and final round. Here, the second fight.
Please make your way onto the warm-up area. As well as for Ahmad Hamka and for Ahmad Salfi. Please start warming up right now. For Ahmed Ayman and Leo Pierre Jean Chauvin, please warm up as well.
What a fight that we had here.
This battle has been all 4 rounds. We'll go to the judges' scorecards decision. The judges' scores in the favor of their winner by way of points. Fighting out of the blue corner, Christopher.
Exactly what we saw throughout the entire fight. We saw Christopher showing more significant shots, being a little bit more on the back paddle, but a lot more solid punches. Even though Lee Jianming in the red gloves shows a little bit more heart, there's more pressure there, but most of the shots weren't even hitting